How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our NHL 25 Be a Pro series with our goaltender, Dale Adams. If you could not tell by the new look, the new color on the pads, and by the play game screen right there, we have indeed been traded. I requested a trade to a playoff contender. I just didn't feel like the Ducks were doing well with me there. They're currently sitting in the second wildcard spot in the Pacific Division, but I don't know. I don't have faith that the team can do that well. So I wanted to get out of there, see if we can turn our season around here. Coming up closer to the trade deadline in a couple weeks' time in game. As you can see, we're 14-11-5 with a .905 save percentage. That goals against is still above 3, which we don't like. I am a 79 overall, though, thanks to some salary perks, buying them finally, which we'll go through here in a minute. But I figured, you know what, we're on a new team, change up Dale Adams' look, give him some new pads, and hopefully that'll be able to help clean the slate and we can start fresh on a new team and hopefully have some success here with Pittsburgh. So this is the first game literally after we got traded, so we have not simmed any games on Pittsburgh or anything like that. So we're just going to go through the lines here quick first. So I'm not going to go through them. You can pause and look at them. Obviously, we still got Crosby and Malkin there. We got Rutger McGroarty. So a lot of people who are currently on Pittsburgh or with the Pittsburgh organization. Then on defense, we still got Carlson and Letang there. And for goalies, we got Tristan Jarry and Dale Adams. And then for scratched, we got Joel Blomqvist, which I thought was interesting. They got 3 goalies up on their main roster. Then they got Matthew Phillips and Braden McNabb. And then Kevin Hayes is injured. So I would assume he's probably on the actual starting lineup and he's just injured. But who knows? So yeah, that is the lineups there for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then in stats, we're not going to go through everything here. We're just going to go look at what our team has done and Anaheim. So as you can see, we are third place in the Metro Division with 49 games played. We have 60 points, tied with the Rangers, only 1 point behind the Carolina Hurricanes, and we've got 2 games in hand on them, but so do the Rangers. We are 29-18-2, so pretty good record. And the Pacific Division, like I said, the Ducks are holding on to a second wildcard spot with 53 games played, 57 points. They're 25-21-7, so they're just kind of a mid-team. So I wanted to get out of there. We weren't playing well with them, and I just figured that was it. Now, obviously, Sid the Kid Crosby, not so much a kid anymore, is leading our team with 48 points. Leading in goals on our team is Evgeny Malkin, and then leading in assists is Sidney Crosby. So with that, we are going to check out our salary perks, just look at what we bought. I had like 1.4 million or something like that. So what I normally tend to do is I just go through and buy all the permanent perks that give us only positive boosts. And then when I get lower on the money, and there's not any other perks that I can afford that are permanent and just do all boosts, that's when I'll buy like one of these where there's like a negative to something that isn't super, isn't something I'm super worried about. So I'll buy like this because it's only a -1 to endurance. Big whoop. And then I'll buy this like a -1 to passing. Big whoop. But I'll always buy like this one because it's a positive across the board. I'll always buy those first. And then if I still have money remaining, then I'll buy stuff like, well, here we got the big gym and small gym. And then I don't think we have anything else until here. And this is when I'll buy stuff like this, the temporary perks, when I have just enough money to afford one of them. If it's like all positives, then I'll get it. So we have a +1 to agility and +1 to endurance. So making up for that loss of endurance for 90 days. So essentially our endurance will just stay exactly where it's at. So yeah, 90 days, that should take us through the rest of this season. So I figured not a bad deal there. So we spent a good chunk of money and got us up by 2 overall points. So, but yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into our first game since being traded with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we're taking on the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions in the Florida Panthers, who are 5th place in the NHL, 31-21. So we're going to jump into the third period and see if we have a good start in our first game with Pittsburgh. All right, start of the third period here in Florida. We are all squared up at 2 goals apiece here. Sidney Crosby got the first goal for us in this game. And a rookie, I assume, got the second goal for us to tie it up in the second period. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. It starts with a K, his last name. You can go back and look at the lineups and it'll tell you there. Because, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, so my apologies there. But we're currently knotted up at 2 goals apiece here. Hoping to get a victory in our first game with Pittsburgh. And I don't know why, but the netting on our trapper is orange, even though I have changed it to gold twice. I have changed it to gold twice because this isn't the first time recording this video. I've had some technical issues, so I've had to record this twice. And both times I've jumped into this game, it's orange, no matter what I've done to change it. So I don't know. We might just have to deal with it, or we might just have to change it to black or something. Good blocker there. Big hit there for Merkel, I believe. Yes, indeed. Passed out to Pettersson. What's he going to do with it? Passed over. Carlson, backhand shot. Bobrovsky bobbles it, but he will find it and smother it for the whistle. So we've made 30 saves in our first outing with Pittsburgh so far, so not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to have to change the netting on our trapper because that orange is going to bother me because it's just so annoying. There's like so many weird glitches in these EA games, and I don't know why. Like, you'd think a simple just like color thing would be just a simple thing. Like, there wouldn't be anything to glitch out with it, but... And thank goodness for my teammates or the Florida Panthers players being in front of me there on that green one-timer, too. So Pettersson looks to break it out. Long pass over to Crosby. He will lose it, but gets control of it again. Tried to pass it to Nyquist. Crosby just fighting for it there. Battles in front for the puck. Shot blocked in front. Okay, we're going to freeze it. Even though Pettersson was open on my left there, not risking it. Oh, Carlson's hair. He apparently has, he had frosted tips from the looks of, like, look at it. Look at his hair now. It's all glitched. He's got, like, frosted tips or something. Good takeaway from Rust. He's got some room. Passed over to Nyquist. Nyquist gets poked, picked up by Carlson. Nyquist back in front. Passed back to Malkin, who shoots it, but it gets blocked in front. One-on-one here for Rodriguez. We're going to freeze that one as well. Play it smart. Yeah, Erik Karlsson there in front of me. He's got like frosted tips. But then right there, his hair's normal. Yeah, like his hair is fine now. Oh, that isn't even... That's why it's fine. There we go. Nyquist will snipe it for the go-ahead goal. Just a beautiful snipe. Voice crack there, my apologies. Beautiful glove snipe from Gustav Nyquist on Sergei Bobrovsky. Gives us a 3-2 lead here in the third period. All right, we lose that face-off. Good takeaway from Grzelcyk. Nyquist. Skating through. Another shot. Blocker save from Bobrovsky. Rust has it in front. Florida will come away with it, though. Matthew Tkachuk. Good takeaway from the boys, but Tkachuk will take it back. Bad pass in front. Maybe the boys got a stick on it, but Tkachuk will lose it. 9.5 here in the third. Shot from Malkin. And there we go. Malkin picks up his own shot and cashes in. Just tucks it past Bobrovsky. It gives us a 2-goal lead for his 19th of the season. Yeah, he took the initial shot right there, gets blocked by the traffic, picks it up, and just tucks it on big Bobrovsky. You love it. Hopefully the team can keep doing this type of scoring when I'm in net, because that was a big problem with Anaheim. It's just like some games they would score, and then the next like few games they just couldn't score for their lives. So hopefully this team is consistent at scoring, because I don't know if I can handle being on a team that's inconsistent with, oh, we're going to score a bunch in this game, but then in the next like 7 in a row that you start, we're not going to score any. All right, Crosby skates it in over to Bunting. Shot. Bobrovsky bobbled it there. Good job getting the stick in there on Barkov. Almost called him Bobrovsky, but that is definitely not him. Carlson gets poked. Scrum in the corner. He'll come away with it. Nice backhand pass to Pettersson. He's got some room over to Crosby. Crosby, interesting backhand pass. Tried to pass it in front. Bunting back to the point. Keeps it in. Pettersson. Good stick lift from Florida. Little scrum in front for the puck, but Pettersson will break it out to Carlson. Passes it over to Raquel. Raquel tried to pass over Carlson. Puck bobbled in front. Scrum behind the net for it. Raquel had it for a second there, but Forsling will get it to Boqvist, who passes out to Samoskevich. All right, Nyquist breaks it out. In front. Quick shot there from Rust. Good save from Bobrovsky. Florida looking to break it out. A little over 3 minutes here in the third period, up by 2. And a nice cross crease, Samoskevich. I just wasn't quick enough to move over, and they make it a 1-goal game here. I read the play well, just a split second too late. And Florida will cash in, make it a 1-goal game here with 2:40 left to go. All right, Malkin, he's got some room. Got 2 Florida Panthers on him, though. In front to Rust. A green one-timer. Bobrovsky will cover it. Passed it out. Kachuk now gets rocked by Letang. Passed over to Malkin. They'll lose it. Grzelcyk will get to it first. Malkin. Passed over to Nyquist. Tried to kick it out. Just make him chase it at this point. Good save through traffic. And Matthew Kachuk snipes it on me blocker. I knew I should have hugged the post there. And it's a tie game late in the third. That must be a milestone or something. Special celebration for that goal. Still made 33 saves in this one. Made a glove save, surprisingly. Surprised that didn't just go in. We should not have given up 3 goals in this one. Seems like we're still destined to just play like absolute monkey cheeks, but as long as we get the wins, that's all I care about. Letang shot, Bobrovsky. Was Sidney Crosby calling for the pass from his non-goaltender? Looked like he tapped his stick on the ice. Like, I don't think Bobrovsky's going to pass it out to you. All right, little 2-on-1. Toss it out. Just get rid of it. And it looks like our first game with the Pittsburgh Penguins, we will be going to overtime. All right, so start of overtime here. Can we win the opening faceoff? No, we cannot. Ekblad will lose it to Crosby. Oh, here we go. Seems about right. New team, same crappy performance in net from me. All right, so after a terrible performance in our first game with the Pittsburgh Penguins, we are up 5-1 over the Colorado Avalanche, and I would hope that I don't screw the pooch that bad and we end up losing this game as well. There was a game that we started in after the last game against the Florida Panthers where we went up against Vegas and we got shut out 3-0. So our second game against the Pittsburgh Penguins was not good either. We didn't even jump into that one, obviously. And apparently Dale Adams is just a jinx to whatever team he's on, because we have not just played well apparently with any team, or apparently I'm just that terrible playing goalie. Which honestly, let's be honest, that's exactly what it is. I'm just absolutely terrible at goalie, but I'm trying my best, so I guess that's all I can do. So but I think we're just gonna do another 2-gamer here. I'm just coming off of being sick. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last episode or not. The last video that went up on the channel I recorded right before I got sick. I wasn't feeling well in the last video, so I don't really know if that came through. Like I said, I don't remember if I mentioned anything about it. But I got sick with what I'm pretty sure was influenza for over a week. And I'm just finally now starting to feel somewhat better. So yeah, I think we're just going to do 2-gamer again here. Green 1-timer there. Raquel skates in, and it trickles in. Gustav Nyquist picks up the rebound, just tucks it in. It's a 6-1 game here in Pittsburgh. We'll definitely take that. Yeah, I apologize. It's just going to be another 2-gamer here, folks. But that first game just really annoyed me. So I'm hoping that we can have a great game here and end it on somewhat of a positive note. But yeah, I really just got to start playing better. I don't know if I got to just cheese all the sliders so they just benefit me till I actually start playing somewhat decent, or what I got to do. Or maybe I just need to put it on like rookie difficulty or something. But if you put it on rookie difficulty, your team just doesn't do anything. Like, they're even worse than normal. But I do currently have it on pro. Maybe the thing is I need to just boost it up to all-star again, so that way they play a little better, because the AI plays a lot better on the higher difficulties, but it's like, it also makes you play worse, so. But I mean, I don't know how I could get any worse. But we'll figure something out. Eventually we'll start playing well, I would hope, but we'll see. Good save there. Crosby breaking it out. Passed over to Nyquist. Shot blocked in front. Noonan poke checked it away. Can't keep it in. Good takeaway there from Crosby. Good interception. Bunting. Backed over to Carlson. In front to Crosby. Couldn't get it. All right, Casey Middlestat over to Nichushkin. Good takeaway from Pedersen. Kicked out to Bunting. Carlson breaks it out. Skates in. Shot. Good save by Noonan. He'll cover it. 9:30 right on the dot. I think in the next episode, I think it'll probably be the end of our second season just so we can get through this and see if we get the start in the playoffs. I'm not sure though. Considering we haven't been playing that well. Got a good save on Nichushkin there. Can't do anything really about that. Just a quick pass. Nathan McKinnon gets his 38th of the season, but we still got a pretty good lead here. We got a 4-goal lead. Hopefully I don't give up 4 more goals. If I give up 4 more goals, I'm done. This will be the last episode of our Be a Pro. And I'm 100% on that. Because yeah, that's just gonna be what it is. If I give up 4 goals for the Colorado Avalanche to tie this up, then we are done with Be a Pro. We'll go back to the Everett Scott series or something. Or we'll just be done with sports games. NHL sports games. Clutterbuck skates in, passed over to glass. Backhand shot goes way wide. Rantanen no longer on the Colorado Avalanche. Oh, there you go. Not sure how I didn't get that. I mean, it was a green one-timer, but I was right in front of it. Well, it's a 3-goal game now, so we'll see. But I mean, it's typical. We give up 3 goals against on average. So hopefully that's the final goal we give up in this one. But we saw what happened against Florida. Good takeaway from Letang. Yeah, speaking of that Rantanen deal, Chicago just absolutely let themselves get fleeced on that one. I don't know, literally gave up Taylor Hall, and they facilitated the trade, and they get nothing out of it except a 3rd-round pick. So, as a Blackhawks fan, you can tell I'm thrilled about that. Especially getting rid of a player who actually still wanted to play for Chicago. Like, I'm surprised anybody on that team wants to play in Chicago. Raquel passed it up to Crosby. Letang tried to pass it back to the point. Middlestat will take it. Over to Nichushkin. Minute left. We got a minute to get our first win with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then we'll be 1-2 on the season. Shot. Couldn't get the rebound there. Crosby picks it up. Gets pinned. Letang gets it back to Nyquist. Deflection opportunity there for Crosby in front. Couldn't get his stick on it, though. Nichushkin skates in. Bjugstad will take it away up to Malkin now. 30 seconds. Over to Nyquist. Got a goal in this one. Noonan bobbles it. We can't pick it up, though. Good save. Paddled into the corner. We break it out. Bjugstad. Toe drag, skates in. Passed over to Nyquist. Holds up, shot, pad save. Another shot from Malkin. Back behind the net. Bjugstad back to the point. Carlson with a slapper, and a Noonan will cover it with 2 seconds on the dot. We've made 24 saves. Big hit on Nyquist there. Apparently there's 1 second left. They took a second off the clock. And there we go. First win with the Pittsburgh Penguins, our new team. Third game we've played with them. And we don't want to talk about it. Game 1, we should have won, but we blew it. Game number 2 that we started in, we got shut out 3-0 against Vegas. Didn't even bother jumping into that one. And then we gave up 3 goals in the third period here when we were up 4-1 initially. But we get the win. That's all that matters. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up here. Sorry again for only doing a 2-gamer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed nevertheless, despite my terrible performance in net. Hopefully I can eventually start to get better, but no promises. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. If you guys enjoyed and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share this video to get my channel recommended to more and more people. Helps me out a ton. Will help grow this little family of ours here on YouTube. We're getting very close to 800 subs. We're less than 30 away, I believe. So we're on the road to 800, more so than ever now. So anything you can do to help us get those numbers boosted up would be much appreciated. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for me. Once again, like button, subscribe, share, comment, do all those things. Hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. I always ramble in the outros. I apologize. But until next time, take care.